Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. I've been painting, well drawing actually, some 1920s style ladies recently. And I did this sort of thing. I've showed it on some groups. I don't know if you like that hat, but my husband said it's fine, but I'm not keen on that. But I do like that one. That's actually a modern day version of 1920s, but I think it looks really nice. So I did a version of this. I did a smaller version. This is the larger, more thingy version. I thought, what sort of flower? I was thinking about the flowers they would have with them. And I've decided roses. It would be definitely be roses, wouldn't it? So I thought, let's paint some cute little roses. That's a fussy torn one of my little roses. Now you think that's complicated. If I can paint these, anybody can paint these. As you can see, I've got a pencil. I don't know if I need I can't remember if I used a pencil to do those. They are a lot bigger than, well, I'd say twice the size of that. That is about an inch. So it's probably about 2 inches. And what I did was I put them onto Word and shrunk them. As in, scanned them first. Right then, so I'm not sitting anywhere near the thing. Let's move this down because then I can show you perhaps more clear. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share my videos. Oh, give me a thumbs up. Thank you for this restriction. Right then, let's have a go. I'm going to have a go at drawing some like that. Then let me show you first. I've got a picture of some roses. Now this is an old-fashioned rose book. I got it from a second-hand shop. And it shows you there. Now these petals, say they're that big. You can see how they're that big. Well, they actually curve round. And they are all about that big. So that's all they're doing is curling round. I wouldn't draw, I would rather draw it more of a rounder shape. But I thought I'd just show you the sort of thing that a rose actually does. It's not that hard. If you've got the basic look, that one's a different old-fashioned rose as well. Same thing. And if you look at the edges where the light falls on them, they're the white. So we'll have a go at doing it, and darker in the middle. Actually more red actually. They're quite red in the middle really. And that one's just basically dark. So I thought they would inspire everybody. But I don't need a picture. I'm going to do it out of my head. I was like that girl. I didn't copy her off anybody. That's straight out of my head. I was looking at some pictures and she's something a little bit like I drew. She's got lace around her head there. Anyway, roses. Right. Oh, don't know if the camera just jumped. It seemed to. I did a middle on that one, and it's sort of like it would come out like this, and again, and again. Oh, perhaps a bit more. And again, I'm drawing in pencil first. So that's all you do. Look, draw a circle. Just drawing. I don't know how I'm doing because it's got to be painted first. And then you draw again. It doesn't look anything until you actually paint it. Just keep coming out. Like this. I did think these would be hard to draw, but I was thinking, no, they won't. No, they wouldn't. This should look like a rose when it's finished. I mean, it doesn't look at anything at the moment. I've drawn a middle in there, as I said. I'm going to draw some leaves, because when you're looking from above, they've actually got leaves sticking out, that sort of shape. This is from my head. This is the one I favoured to paint with. Number 6. I'm going to open this, and nearly dropped my water over. I'm going to put it in actually in the thing, then it won't spill. Oops, no, I won't put it there. I'll put it over here. Right then, so let's try and draw our little rose. Let's use this colour. What I'll do is put plenty of water in it. Then you always try it on the paper. I'm trying it there, like sort of that. Oh no, can you see it? No, you can't see it. Don't put it too close to my lady. Let's put it down there. There you go, the purpley pinky colour. That's fine, let's go for that. And now I'm breathing straight into the light. Right, don't forget what we do is, well, perhaps what we'll do is just paint them this colour. I'm going to try and leave a little white line around the edges. I have actually got, to help me, where are they? Oh. If that doesn't work, I have things like this. I've also got white watercolour paint, little tube there. So if that doesn't work, we're okay, we're fine. Let's try and keep, I'm trying to keep to the, oh, that's a bit strong. That's it. That doesn't matter too much. So all you've got to do is just basically, that's it. That's so simple. Oh dear, am I shaking the camera? Was it just it? I don't know if it looks, I mean, it looks like I am to me, but I don't know. Right, so let's see. This is basically it. This is about 1.5 inches wide. This rose, this rose. Right. So now I'm going to do a little bit of darker in the middle. So I'm going to use some. Well, I would use a little tiny bit of, say, black. I'm not keen on using black, but I will. It makes it grey in the middle. So without touching the whites, I have no idea what this is going to look like. I don't think it looks anything like the ones I did. Or does that look more like a rose? It does really, doesn't it? So I'm going to make that slightly deeper. Add a bit of pink. Oh dear, we're too dark there, aren't we? Too dark, dear, too dark. Let's get a bit of some of that. Yeah, that's it. Added a bit of water to that and dabbed it on the paper. Whoops. Right, so remember, you don't even have to copy them. Sort of like, and I'm covering off the whites as well, so I'm going to have to bring that back in. Right then, and I'm going to do the leaves. I've got to try and do the leaves, hold on. I'm going to do the leaves. They're a very bright green. What is that beautiful bright green? So I'm going to do now is attempt with this. Right, it's not easy doing this. Is that dry? Yeah. So I'm bringing the white back in. I've no idea what this is going to look like. I'm going to put a bit of I'm trying to get it to really whiten up. Come on, whiten, dear, whiten. This is a new pen, so it should be very white. Aha, is it coming through now? So come along round this. There we go. It's just doing it right. Right, how's that? I don't know. I need to get some. I did bring in some colours. Oh, there's bright red. Let's get a bright red. That other one had a bright red, didn't it? Right, so where this is Just coming in with a bright red. I've no idea what it looks like sometimes. Well, it's only later I think, oh, it does look like a rose. And I thought earlier on, I thought, no, it doesn't. But there, how about this? That looks more like a rose now. I'm coming when these are, I don't even know what colour that is. Oh, middle cadmium red. Just choosing any colour. Not even bothering what colour they are. And I can get some, whoops, I've got this dark blue. Oh no, let's have a nice black. And I'm going to try and give it a bit more depth with this black. Just trying to colour in so it looks like there's a deepness to it. There, like that, yes. Right, okay, and I don't know, shall we edge it? If you're going to fussy tear these, you need some sort of, if you're going to print them or just fussy tear them out of the paper you're using, this is actually watercolour paper, you would need some sort of a depth in case you, or you could ink them up, but something like this to make it, give it a, yeah, ink them up would do it, but obviously that would go probably onto your petals or your little thingies. I have done watercolour flowers before. Obviously that's what you can't even see where I did that white. I'm going to come up on along with the black and put a bit of that. Does that look anything like a rose? It's got a middle to it. It's actually quite open, this rose, you know. There we go. Now, does that look anything like a rose to you? Because I'm not sure. But I'm going to have a go at another one. It does, I mean, it does really, but to me, but I don't know. So I'm going to do another one. And I'll show you again how I did it. So it's basically probably a curly thing in the middle there you can have as well. That's an actual middle, but you can actually put a curly thing there to give it a, and then come along with your petals. That's going to be too close to the other one. Although if you do fussy tear them out, it won't matter. See, it's sort of like this. That's fine, and not always, not regular. It's not like drawing, say drawing a person, you've always got to have the features perfectly, otherwise it doesn't look like a person. But drawing this rose, it's so, let's have a different, shall we have a different colour? We've always got using red, aren't we? Different colour. Where's my pair? Let's have a nice, shall we have a reddish one this time? Reddish. This is a reddish orangey one. Mix the colours, mix the colours. Let's put a bit in. That's nice, have a nice dark one. Mix it on the page. Okay, let's go through this. We go in the middle like this. And then try and leave, I haven't even taken the pencil out. I brought along an eraser. I didn't even take the pen, I didn't even use it. So I can bring the, it's okay, I just interrupted there. There we go. And, oh, there we go. So I'm going to, again, darken some edges. Oh, I'm using any colour. You just use any colour. I just put any colour in that's slightly dark and it'll be fine. You don't have to have the actual colours. So I'm going to come along there. So right against that edge it'll be darker on that edge. And this one. So I'm going to just explain what I'm doing because I don't know if you can tell. Right, so if you've got a petal like this, you've drawn a petal like that, you've got one other side. So what I'm doing is, now where's my paint? Right, I'm doing this, getting a colour there, and that would be normally edge left white, but I didn't do that. Just making a bit darker along the opposite edge to where the white edge would be, so into the middle there. And then you would come along with your, oh, it's going to be wet, so but if you was doing that, I'd put a white edge along then always, and it would be slightly different. In fact, that's very light, that is, although it doesn't really matter because it's watercolours. I'm going to put some leaves on again. I'll just draw them. I don't need to draw them. Obviously, if you want to draw them, you can draw them, but normally the leaves would be just sticking out from under the rose there. That's quite cutely. Okay, you can put in what earth colour you like. Put a bit of green in there if you want. There you go. Any colours. So make it, just because it will darken. The more pigment you put on, it will. And that's what I know about watercolours, nothing. There we go. Yeah, that's okay. See? And then let's put a little bit darker. Going a little bit darker in the middle of there. I'm going to put a little bit of black on again like I did before, but I'm going to be really very, very careful in making it grey. Really carefully making it grey. So I already have done, really, because I put that green in there. But just anywhere. See, if you notice, I'm not putting it, I don't think I'd normally put it all the way round. Just, it's probably not even sometimes to the edge. It's not going to be thick strokes. It's sort of half moon strokes like that. And then you would make another half moon for your shadow. Like that. You wouldn't make a big thick line anywhere. Just make little half moons. Not even half moons actually. Crescents. Make little crescent moons. And I'm going to put some purpley bit in the middle there, where it might be quite dark. Coming in again with colours. I mean, you can study the picture of the rose and you probably, I don't know, look at that, that's just basically lines I've done around there, not even half moons. But it seems to work. Not copying any pictures or anything, just drawing them. Right, I'm coming along with some white now, I'm hoping that's dry. Okay, and I'm going to cover it. If you want to come along with an eraser afterwards, that's fine. But I'm not doing it at the moment. Right, let's go. Sometimes this will take on the colour, sometimes it will go over the top of the colour. Depending on its I think it's very temperamental actually, this pen. No, it's just how they are. I'm going to try and do some white on there, but don't know if it's going to. Pretend the light's caught a bit of that there. So I'm just doing it randomly really. I'm just hoping for the best. Right, and then we can come along with some paint perhaps even. I always use black, or make sure it goes into a sort of a grey colour, and do that around the edges. So you can, if you tear it or cut it, that's even going on the leaves. There we go. Beautiful. You see, I think these are just as simple to do as the watercolour flowers that I've got on the other videos. I'm not sure that's dark enough. or bright enough or dark enough. I'll come on with a bit more colour on it, I suppose. Let's try it. I hope don't ruin it now. Right. Darker. Aha, yes, this needs to be. So if I'm doing it darker, I'm going to come in and leave a little bit of the lighter bit I did and the white. I do find it very difficult if you can actually paint and you try and follow somebody else's instructions. Yes, it's very difficult. I was trying to do it the other day to somebody. I thought, oh no. What was she drawing? Mushroom, toadstools. And I thought, I could draw them, but I mean, she was a lot better at, I mean, I'm not that brilliant at colouring in. It's colouring in that's, you know, some people are brilliant at colouring in them colouring books. But me, no, not really. I'm okay at drawing things out, but it's colouring in that's the problem, and yet people who can't draw can do these amazing colouring in jobs. Wow. And some people can do both. But me, I'm just sort of like a mediocre painter, no good watercolour artist. But I do enjoy, I do like doing acrylics. I don't know, did I do it? That's watercolour, yeah, that is lady, that lady is a watercolour lady. What I'd do now is put something like a stencil behind her, because I love doing that. That's the fun thing to do. I don't know if I've got any stencils in it. Oh, of course, I've got a massive load of stencils in here. I'm going to put a leafy pattern behind her. I could do that if I've got my daubers. So I've got some mowed lawn lot. Mowed lawn. That's just going to be this is going to be darker than her, really. I'm going to try and get her behind these leaves. Right, so that, do her first. Do round her first. You can see where she is. Oh, well, she can't probably see where she is. I think I've done her arms wrong, but never mind. I love these little makeup brushes things. They were sold as they were sold as these to do this with. Stencil brushes. If that's the correct term, I can't remember. There we go. How did she do? How did she do? Oh yes, that's what. Apart from this little bit needs darkening there. And that bit, perhaps I probably got all over her head now. No. No, that's not bad. And then there's this, oh no, that's got a crisscross bit of leaf there, wasn't it? So we can't do anything. See, that's better, isn't it? Okay. Okay, those my roses look not bad, do they? So, if you like this little content, do you think you'll have a go at these roses? Please give me a thumbs up. And leave me a comment of how you think they look, or you think if you had a go at them. Please subscribe to my channel. And please share this video. That would be fantastic. Thank you so much. Right then. Goodbye.